Dumb mastery called idea mastery. Imagine you get some powerful idea, and that too in a few minutes, and that transforms your business. You don't have to go any further. You can use the resources that are within you, and with the structure that is given by our own Dada, Amit, Nath, we come to a realization pretty quickly. And I want you to experience that. Are you ready? Yeah, I think you are. Please come on and join. Today's topic is something that is very, very relevant. It is called as a confirmation principle for the dumb. And before I go any further, I want to give a one-line introduction for our Dada. Dada has gone through many different ups and downs in his business, and he has converted that into a cream and transfers that knowledge, skill within a very short time. That is the beauty of Amit. And without further ado, I'm just inviting our very own Amit to describe in detail what is this topic is all about. The confirmation principle for the dumb. Over to you, Amit.
Morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, the entire people out there in YouTube, Facebook, and my lovely, fantastic family in Zoom. So, good morning. Okay, can we have some noise? All right, good, nice. Today, we are going to learn about a very, very different topic, which probably originated around 5 to 10,000 years back in India. And now rest of the world is trying to follow it up in different kind of modalities, different kind of ways this is coming back. I think these are certain things which are foundations. And what you are learning in idea mastery is something which yesterday I was like pondering over and I was creating many stuff. So how many of you guys, before I go ahead into the topic, I would like to share with this. How many of you guys have heard of this new stuff, which is called as Chat GPT, artificial intelligences? All of you guys, right? Great. And let me tell you, Chat GPT and all these AI tools can work under your command. Yes or no? Everyone knows that, right? But that command has to come from an idea that has to be in your brain. Did you get my point? That command also, the way you give the command, the way you give the prompting has to be something which is connected to two things. Number one, when you as an individual, as a human being giving a command to a machine, the command has to give rise to some kind of a process. Thereby, there is a result. Yes or no? Now, this is one thing that probably computational analytics people should know, that the end result is something human beings has this ability that we can pre-frame that. We can already pre-frame. Yes or no? Like, for example, you are looking at a restaurant and you want to order a food. So already in your mind, that food, that image, what it will do, and some people who are very conscious, they also know about the calorific values of that food. Yes or no? Some of you guys might be having different tastes. So that is also a kind of thing. You might have some kind of a visionary element. There are some gourmet foods which are like very, very pleasant and visionary element. You have that thing. So that means what? Human beings has this amazing level of recreating or probably compiling certain data well in advance in his present situation, and it can form this, right? So that's why many of us, when we go for an interview or we apply for certain things or we do certain stuff, we already have an end result in our mind. Yes or no? Correct? How many of you guys have been to a client and you already knew कि आज धंधा नहीं होने वाला? Is there anyone like that? You have been to a place or you have been to a situation and you already know, अरे आज कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Okay? Or else, I'll tell you the other side of it. How many of you guys came late for any kind of a thing? I was like, many a times I was late in my school, but I knew I will get inside. Might be he will shout at me, the gatekeeper. Might be he'll put me out for another half an hour. Lekin he will allow me. Yes or no? Yes? Good. Fantastic. So did you see that in your mind, you also know the problems, you know the potential solutions, and you also know the result. It is cheating. Yes or no? I mean, before you go and do certain things, you are cheating. So many of my friends who are much more better than me, much more progressive in learning, I see these people at the time of examination hall, they can take many extra papers. How many of you guys have such kind of people in your life? लिखे जा रहा है, लिखे जा रहा है, लिखे जा रहा है, and I was like, bhai, I'm not even able to write 2 lines, and this guy is taking extra sheet after extra sheet. So moral of the story is some people can actually do a cheating in their mind. Okay, now when I learned about this, I have read a lot of books, and in one of the examinations, I was caught, okay, blue-handed. How many of you know red-handed and blue-handed? I was caught blue-handed, and it's like, stop. How can you write page number, author's name, and the book and the edition? Are you sitting with the book or not? Anyone has met this kind of people in your life? I mean, that detail. Typically, this is something that happens with women, because they have an amazing amount of interconnective brains, where they can tell you, okay, that day I saw you in this sari wearing this kind of a bangle, and this was the kind of, they know each and every combinations. Yes or no? Do you agree, sir? Just imagine in your life, if you can get this kind of, what should I say, a great magical power, how powerful is going to be your life? Hello? If you can get this kind of a magical power of accumulating data, processing data, sorting data, filtering, and with all this logics and permutation combination, and you create all these things, and you have a proper structure. Okay, this is exactly going to happen with me, and we exactly get that. How cool is that? Cool, right? Now there are many people, great gurus, present-day gurus, urban gurus. They teach about many kind of word, and these are, many times it will come back to only 2 or 3 words. I think all of you guys might know about this. How many of you guys have heard of this word called as manifestation, affirmation, transformation? This is the 3 amazing sales keyword in 2023 being bombarded and thrown at you at every point of view. Yes or no? Just check it out, right? But today, I'm going to give you something which is a very, very traditional technique, and the task is going to be like 5 minutes in which you can experience this right now. You can experience this right now, and that's why we have designed a structure. And the topic today is called as the mirror principle. Okay, mirror principle starts with a cyclic process. We'll talk about that in little bit details. And at the end of today's video, we are also going to invite some people who can share how did this relate to you? How did you realize about it? What was your feeling? And how did you found yourself absolutely a new version in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes max? Good. Okay. So the only thing that you need to do, there are 2 tools. If you don't have pen and paper, you can use the comment bar or you can use the chat. And people who are on YouTube, you can use the comment section. And by the way, if you feel dil se acha lag raha hai, though there are many switches there, please press any of the combination of the switches. That can be like, subscribe, or whatever it is. I'm giving it to you. Task number 1 is, we usually have a word, a keyword. Whenever we use this keyword, it starts from there. Okay, but I would like to use this keyword which is pre-existing with you. Okay, you all have that keyword. I will tell you that these are certain words which are, whenever we use, you actually start from here. One of the example is the word called goal. Yes or no? The moment I say goal, you are not looking at past tense, you are looking at future tense. Hello, just give me a high five, right? I would like to use this with your past tense. Check out what was your goal last year. All of us had some goals, right? Kuch to hoga. Financial goal, professional goal, physical goal, weight loss goal, weight gain goal, hairless goal. I don't know. What are the different kind of goals you have? So look at the goal that was in like around 6 months to 1 year back. Okay, write it down. Write it down. Write it down so that you don't deviate. Okay. But did you understand, when you use the goal, which is usually from here till now, I don't want you to go from here till now. I'm talking about an existing goal that you already probably have seen or ideated or so-called have manifested or whatever it is. Write it down. Done? Done, done, done. Simple, 1 word, 2 word, that's all. Okay. Now, next question. Did you achieve this? Yes is this, no is this. Don't even write. Yes is this, no is this. No, good. Fantastic. Now write down 5 things that that did not go through. Okay, 5 things that stopped you. The 5 things was the speed breaker for you. 5 things that distracted you. 5 things that put you down, for which I want you to blame it. Okay, left and right. And this is the reason why it is. Okay, people are very good in blaming. Yes or no? Complaint, blaming, comparison, excuses. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Write down the 5 things. Keep it short. Keep it short. 5 things that did not help you to attend this. Okay, I'll tell you my excuse. My excuse is I lost my mentor in 25th of last year, and it was like almost like 1.5 years, 1.5 months. Then I had surgery, and for that reason, I was like bedridden for almost like 15 days. And then I had a travel to a different location and came back, another 15-20 days gone. So I think that was one of my reasons and excuses of I could not do many things that I wanted to do. Okay, I'm giving you my excuses. Fair? Whatever it is. Okay, give me your excuse. Go ahead. Work pressure, summer season, okay, social media, friends, parties, time, whatever. Throw it. Come on. Done. Only 5, yeah, only 5. That's all. Okay. Guys in YouTube, if you are not doing this with me, and if you're just learning and listening out there, it is just going to be an entertainment. So how can we change this entertainment to edutainment, where you can also learn simultaneously? Write it down in the comment box. It's okay. Okay. And by the way, there is not a gimmick to increase my subscribers and followers. If you are coming in, great. If you are getting advantage, what is your problem? And if you're following something which, so follower does not mean that you have to follow, but yeah, you will get much more deeper things. So there is a subscribe bell icon and all those things you can hit on up. Okay, I'm talking about people who are in YouTube, but people in Facebook, you can still comment, right? You are already there inside the group, you're already there inside the session, and you are doing great. Awesome. All done? Okay, all done. All these extra words and jargons is to give you extra time. I'm actually distracting you. How many of you understand that? I'm distracting you as I'm talking. Okay, there is a reason. I'm creating something called as vocal noise. So I'm actually not letting you to do this. So you are hearing me, but you are also simultaneously looking at your stuff, which is a very, very fantastic brain exercise. I'm giving you something distractive because I'm talking to you continuously. And I'm also asking you, think of your past tense, think of all the data, and now give a result or give an answer. All right, so we have got a lot of good things: complacency, procrastination, laziness, okay, not interesting, okay, bad surroundings, mental pressure, family, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Okay. How many of you guys found out the exact reasons? Okay. Now, what you do is help me out. Okay. Just take around 30 seconds and put these 5 things in a priority. Okay. That is number 1 reason. This is number 2 reason. This is number 3 reason. This is number 4 reason. This is number 5 reason. Good. Just write it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 seconds. That's all. Fantastic. Nice. Good, good, good. So how many of you guys are able to see the monster that did not allow you to reach to your dream destination, your aspiration, your goals? These are the people. Yes or no? Did you get my point, sir? In front of you, 5 minutes. Now, I would like you probably to go back and look at those 5 things that you have in front of you. And I think you better suggest to yourself, what is the best way out of the kind of qualities that you think you need to have to overcome those problems, those monsters, which are the path breakers or probably de-accelerators in your goal. Good? Did you get my point, sir? Very simple. Now, what are those qualities that you already have? Okay, you do not need those qualities. You already have, but you're not using that particular weapon to shoot that thing. Good? So I think in front of me, I have got like, someone is talking about lack of planning. So when you know lack of planning, you also know the power of planning. Yes or no? When you know the reason is lack of planning, don't you think you know the power of planning? Now, what was that thing that was holding you? Now, use that quality and try to defend that. Let's do it. Let's take this down. Many times we don't do this. We learn all these things. That's why the entire bookshelf of self-help books are being so sold, because it makes you lazy. You just feel agitated inside. Okay, come on. Korbolorbo jitpore, inspiration, motivation, advice, all power, all energy, no orifice, no direction. It's completely something that pulls you down. That's why when you come out of an inspirational quote, or when you read something, or when you listen to those kind of inspirational motivators, you feel great. But just after, when you come out of the door or you shut down your YouTube video, same nonsense, the same environment, you go back to the same thing. Nahi, acha bolta hai, very good, but I will not do it. Yes or no? Has it happened with anyone? Huh? Just give me a high five. Has it happened with you? Nahi, good, sir, good. You spoke whatever was good, sir. Okay, good. Habas. And then what? Forget. Okay, so what I'm doing is, I'm not giving you any inspiration. Did you notice? You are giving your inspirations, you are giving your own planning, own strategy, own systems, own processes, own qualities. And now what is your excuse, sir? Zero. Yes or no? So now there are some people who have dada party both karta tha, and that's why I could not do anything last year. Good, fantastic. So why not you do one thing is, why not change your group and change the parties to a higher level party where you can go there also do some business. Beta, did you see? Point of view change. I'm not asking you to stop the party. Now social media, fantastic. Use more of social media. You know how to use this, but now use qualitative information on that social media. Go and connect to those guys which are much more better, much more powerful, much more efficient in your business and industry. Yes or no? Some people are teaching you don't use social media. I'm telling you, use it because you are addicted to it. Then do the addiction for good thing. Yes or no? Good. So someone is writing friends. Fantastic. Why not you meet your friends more often and make them accountability partner and make them also grow along with you? Can you do that? It's better what? So I am not, asking you to stop anything. Stopping is very difficult. Very, very difficult. So why not you use this energy? It's like a kung fu. Okay, don't get the hit. Just shift it out. Okay, someone is telling me, okay, climate condition. Okay, so what you can do? How can you use the best of the climate? Yesterday it was very, very, very lazy mode. So good. Lazy mode. We had 5 friends. We got together. We sat there 3 hours. We created some amazing business processes. Okay, yeah. You can sit over a cup of a chai or coffee or whatever the drinks you want. Fine. Did you see? Same thing, but you can reprogram it in your side. One of the things, okay. Okay, so bad surrounding and mental pressure. Okay, bad surroundings. Okay, good. So how many of you guys are able to hear there is a noise of drilling happening? I might not be going. So what I have done is bad noise. I have used 2 things. Okay, here right now I have a noise reduction buffer. Okay, it's a puff. It's called as a puff that is there on my screen. And for me, what I do is when I can't do anything with the outside sound, but I can put my own fingers in my ears. Can I do that? Okay, can you use this? Any kind of things, I think probably around $1,000 you can get these things. This is something, if I can't do anything with my options, you always have an option. Yes or no? Good. So what are your things? Mental pressure. Good. So mental pressure is always because of an expectation. Is it your expectation problem or other expectation problem? Figure it out. Okay. And the only way to kill your mental expectations and all these things is to have oral communications. Kahin na kahin pe you have to open your heart out. Sir, I cannot do this. Sir, I am done. Sir, please get out. Sir, thank you so much. Let's go and have a coffee. Let's both get out of this. So you need to figure out way how to talk. So mental pressure happens when you have taken certain responsibilities, or probably you have taken certain too much of those things, but probably there is a clarity of what to do, clarity of resources, clarity of output, clarity of your future. Might be these are certain things. Please work it out. I think these are all things you can have. So mental pressure can be only done when you are sitting with a pen and paper. Write it down. Yeah, that's the best suggestion I can give it to you. So there was like laziness. Good. I love lazy people. Good. So someone said, Dada, I'm just being lazy. I just love to sleep. Good. So why not you do one thing is check your bank account before you go and sleep. Fantastic. Check your bank account and sleep. Okay. And just to make your sleep much more better, much more powerful, also look at the amount of expenses that you're going to do in the next 3 months to 1 year. And then you look at yourself after 1 year. What's going to happen? You will have a better sleep. Yes or no? I'm asking you, go and sleep. The same technique, why not you do it better? Okay. And if you want much more, then look at the people around you who are dependent on, who are looking at you to do something. What is their reaction today? And if you don't do, what is going to be their reaction tomorrow? Check it out. Is it a good one, sir? How many of you guys are getting wow? आज का डम मस्ती बड़ा indirect थप्पड़ था. All right, good. So with that, session is over, sir. See, I'm very punctual. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the sessions to around 4 or 5 people. Okay, write down your names and share me how do you feel about today's session. And I think what you have just now got is your own doctrines, your own principles, and your own prescription of a better, fantastic goal achievement system. Am I right, sir? It is there in front of you. So just imagine all of you guys have shared 5 problems and 5 ways to handle this. We have got more than 20 plus people out there. If 20 people can share 5, so we have got 100 problems that can happen and 100 solutions also. Yes or no? If you can compile this, this becomes a fantastic book. How many of you guys are willing to share all this information in your Facebook group? Just write down your 5 problems and find out the 5 things that you can do to take over the problems. Fair? Okay, 5 people, and so many people are there. Share it out. Share your UCLA videos. I think when you share in your video, it becomes much more powerful because you are able to see yourself. When you say something, when you are declaring it, declaring is much more powerful than your manifestation, affirmation, sitting, rituals, yoga, and meditation and all those things. Why? Because you are declaring with a lot of people. Okay, declare that today I'm going to do non-stop 4 hours, no other any kind of deviation. I'm going to finish this task. Can you declare that? Okay. Put a price to it. The more important the task, put better price. Make someone accountable and tell them, sir, help me to take out of all these distractions. And if I finish this task 100%, you will get a treat for me. Buy them a chocolate, buy them a dinner, buy them a lunch. What is the problem? Good. And you will say, Sari kaina tapko jo hai na, support karne mein lag jayegi. With that, I want you guys to write down your names. We're going to have like 5-6 people to talk about it. Let's take it like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and we're done with the session. Go ahead. Go ahead, Vibhash. Then we have Santosh. Then we have Deepak, sir. Go ahead. You can unmute yourself in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, this is Vivash. The topics took me to my past with the negative ones, and although I know the course correction, but the thing comes which struck us, that's the mindset and the part where we can implement. Because our mindset only hold us for implementation. So this is like an insight, and like Dada said, it's the indirect push. So it helps, and it will make ourselves in a better way. It will transform us to the better way where we want to go to achieve our goals. Let it be small or big. Thank you.
Great. Yeah. Next person, please.
Hi, Dada, and good morning, everyone. I'm Santosh, and to be frank, every new year I have a goal of physical fitness, but unfortunately, it is yet to get even partially completed. And one reason is like being a sales professional, I used to travel a lot, and that itself gives me an answer also. Like since you are always traveling, bahar ka khana, so you are not able to do it. I used to convince myself, but now after when Dada said you can have different kind of approach. Like in terms of parties, do party, but party with a different group where you can make it productive. So these kind of ideas really motivates me, and I think now I need to think on every aspect or every convincing factor against in such a way that I go towards my goal. So that is my learning today, Dada.
Awesome, nice. And I remember when I was like in my college days, I was traveling from my place in Coromandel Express. And there was a giant family. They used to carry the entire food with them. How many of you know giants carry their entire food? They don't take anything from outside, and they also share. And I think this is a great thing to learn that people can carry. I mean, they have a 4 days food. It's not 1 day, 2 day, 4 days food extra. So I think that is a great thing. Good, amazing. Next person.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
So you said everything is within us. Only thing how we are going to act upon. For Santosh, even I am a traveler. Many times I travel up outside. So menus are available with the salads and soups. whether we we order that or we go with the main course, that too on a late night. It is not actually advisable to have a heavy food and sleep, but we consume heavy food and we sleep. And we don't even take a 3 hours gap between the sleep and food. That is also main thing. What
Right.
we as a
I think Deepak, let me
health
just
point of
point
view.
on this. Yeah, it is more about your choices,
Yeah,
right?
it is our choices. That's
Everything
true.
is there in front of you. What you want to choose, choice is yours. So you want to choose the
Yeah.
good thing, or you want to choose the very
Bad
good choice is yours. Good. Yeah,
Perfect.
let's go to the next
Thank you.
person. Thanks. Mute back. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
अच्छा, आज का टॉपिक कुछ ऐसा था कि ये चीजें हमारे साथ जो ये नॉर्मल डेज में हो रही होती है, पर हम उन चीजों को ध्यान ही नहीं देते, या फिर ध्यान देते भी है तो प्रायोरिटीज हमारी शिफ्ट हो चुकी है। आज से 6 महीने पहले न्यू ईयर पे मैंने रिजोल्यूशन लिया था खुद से। इवन अगर मैं फॉलो नहीं भी कर पाऊँ तो इसलिए मैंने अपने व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस पे भी डाला था, अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में भी, कि for 2023 mental peace and my physical health are my main priorities. बट वो अभी से 6 महीने पहले थी, अब वो चीजें फिर से रीशेड्यूल हो चुकी हैं। जो वर्क टास्क उस टाइम पे थे, जो मेंटालिटी उस टाइम पे थी, वो चेंज हो चुकी है 6 मंथ में। सो पैक वापस वहीं पे अब जो चीजें डिसाइड की थी, तो वो चीजें वापस फिर से फॉलो करनी है सर, क्योंकि अभी फाइनेंशियल गोल बीच में आ गया था और फैमिली टाइमिंग का भी इशू हो रहा था, फैमिली को भी टाइमिंग नहीं दे पा रहा, तो
Good.
चीजें वापस अब रीशेड्यूल करते हैं। सो दैट्स माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग फ्रॉम टुडेज टॉपिक।
Fine. So I think there is deep realization. How many of you guys got some deep realization? You looked at your life, your introspection happened, and you felt, okay, chalo main aaj ye karta hu, and you got that 0.001 angle. Kuch to karna hai. Anyone got that thing? Thoda tha. Okay, good. Let me tell you, this is called as the marathon concept. It's also called as the gravity philosophy. Okay, you are learning a lot of things. So when you are completely dead tired in a marathon, you know what you do? Okay, usually athletes, they just lean forward. So when you lean forward, gravity will do rest of the things. You will fall. So just to save yourself so that you don't hit on your face, you will step one more step, correct? Then one more step, then one more step, then one more step. So that is a beautiful thing of that you can do. So let's go to the next person, Charanjit sir, and then we can stop and we'll go back to coach.
Namaskar, family. Sir, we all have a vision that we have to do this, but we are procrastinating it, and we are not doing it. We are over the social media, no motivation. I want to start a business, but due to financial issues, I don't have time. Work pressure is there. We know that we can plan our time. I have an in my inner self, I can plan, I can time management and focus and determination for this. I am having migraine issues from many months. I am telling that I will do yoga, start yoga, but I'm not able to do it. We need to push ourselves, and today we have taken our inner self that we are lagging by ourselves. Nobody are lacking us behind, and it is our determination that which are not taking that action. We are not taking implementation. We are not doing. That's why we are lagging behind. Thank you, sir.
Great. So before we go to our coach, let me also tell you, हिंदी में हम लोग इसको BD के बोल सकते हैं, भूख, डर और खेद. In English, we call it as hunger, fear, and regret. So if you are right now, are okay with something, then probably you do not understand the hunger part, which is okay. But if you are hungry and if you are not doing anything, then the hunger will change into fear stage. Yes or no? And if you don't still do something at the time of fear stage, then you will get into the regret stage. That's a beautiful philosophy of human beings. So please write it down somewhere, probably stick it out. Are you really hungry enough today? Are you doing something for your hunger? If it is not, then you will automatically get into the fear stage. Sorry? Okay. And if you are really scared of, अरे यार कल क्या होगा? So अगर आज आपने कुछ नहीं किया, then tomorrow you are going to have a regret stage. Obviously. And after regret stage, I don't think so. We have anything else. I'm willing to learn from this. This is something which we learned from, not from our own philosophies, but from Indian Vedic philosophy. They talked about all the things, what happens when you do certain things, what happens when you don't do certain things. So we are going to do something today, which is going to be very powerful. Let coach talk about it. Coach, open to you.
Yeah, before that, I just want to allow Deepak to speak for a minute and finish it off. So we got something exciting. Go ahead, Deepak. Yeah, you're not mute. You're muted. Unmute.
Good morning, coach. Good morning, Dada. We all have the goals in our life, but there's certain fear कि like मैं इसको start करूं तो यार कोई मैं गिर तो नहीं जाऊंगा, मैं कर नहीं पाऊंगा, तो हम start ही नहीं कर पाते. But when you have someone कि यार तू start कर, मैं खड़ा हूं तेरे साथ, कोई problem आएगी मैं तेरे साथ खड़ा हूं. That thing I learned from Dada and the dumb mastery here only. मैं भी सोचता था ये काम स्टार्ट करें, मेरे पास गोल्स थे, बट हमेशा एक डर रहता था पुराने फियर्स को लेके. प्लानिंग भी थी, सब कुछ था, बट एक अंदर का डर था कि यार कौन मैं कल को फिर से गिर गया या कोई प्रॉब्लम आ गई तो क्या होगा. बट दैट आई लर्न, आई जस्ट थैंक टू दादा कि ये मतलब इनकी डम मास्टरी से समझ आ गया कि तू स्टार्ट कर, मैं खड़ा हूं, तेरे को हर एक प्रोसेस में हम बताएंगे कैसे चलेंगे हम लोग. तो दादा दैट इज द मेन थिंग जो हमारे इसकी वजह से मैंने भी अपना एक गोल अचीव किया है, एंड वेरी थैंकफुल टू यू.
Wonderful. So good to hear that. Thank you. What we have is something special. How many of you were present in the Maya Manthan last week, last Thursday? Mohita, Charanjit, Santosh, Pinaki. It was amazing, right? It was mind-boggling. It was all-encompassing. I might add so many adjectives, but it is not my words. It's the words of people who have attended. And we are bringing something similar. But this time, we are calling it, we had so much of thinking. It's called as Brahmastra Hacks, Zero Cost Lead Generation Workshop Revealed. So imagine that you don't spend any money and generate leads. It's like getting money for the mere asking, right? If you can do that without spending a single rupee from your pocket, how good it will be. And because so much of thought has gone behind it, so much of preparation has gone behind it, so many years of actual experience, and all these have been tested. That is the beauty of what Dada gives, right? He has tested it, checked it, and it is current, right? And when you give it for free, people don't appreciate it. So the same process we are going to follow, like what we did last time. So for Fest Live, it is open, available. For the rest of the people, you need to put a small piece of token money to ensure that you give that respect it is due for that, and you will receive the message, mail, and whatever is appropriate, go ahead and then do that. And for those people who are part of Fest, don't miss it. And you can even contact me in case you have any questions or the links to join. Here is my number, and most of you might have it. In case you don't, please give me a call and we can sort out anything that is required, so that there is nothing between you and attending this program in the evening. Rearrange, reorganize your life. And once again, I'll give the mic back to Amit so that he can give any additional points, closing words. Back to you.
All right. So people on YouTube, there is a bad news for you. People in Facebook also, there is a bad news for you. I'm going to do something where LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, okay, or probably a combination of this. Typically Facebook and YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, which has been the lead source for many businesses, we will not touch them. Okay, we are not going to touch them. So those people who are digitally highly sound, and we have been learning many things about Facebook marketing, lead generation protocols through multiple channels and all those things. Might not be you need a landing page also. But anyways, we're going to talk about many other things of smart landing pages that you will be learning from, LRD principles. These are certain things which are very, very core, very deep. And we will try to summarize everything in less than 3 hours time. This course that we are going to do today, okay, it's probably would take more of implementation and executional challenges out there, because in 2023, there are certain tools which are there, which was not there earlier. So many things have become obsolete, even though the traditional methods are still working. Kaam chal raha hai, okay, but in the coming months, probably this will be all obsolete. So how to use those kind of things? And now everyone is talking about how to create prompts and all these things. I'm going to do something where we will not get into all this huge dustbin of junkyard of informations out there, but to use only that certain points. I'm also giving you certain hacks and certain structures by which you should be able to generate leads. I'm not talking about this 99 rupees wala lead, and I'm not talking about this come to my mastermind session for 3 hours and all these things. No, I'm talking about real high ticket value leads. Ticket value sizes can go from probably near some 20,000, 50,000, and it can go to around 200 crores to 500 crores also. So this is something which cannot be shared outside. So that's why it is very, very confidential, only designed for the first people out there. Because these are the guys. Just to also tell you, I have a good news also to share with you. I will not disclose the name of this particular media house. They have nominated us for the change maker of 2022, because this is the power of what Fest is doing. Is they are disrupting the entire process of existence of business. Thoda sa hi sahi, 0.01 sahi, but yes, we have, I think, made a remarkable progress. On 29th of the previous month, when we did 30-member people came onto a live session in Bangalore. How many of you guys were there? Just give me a high five, whoever is live. You understand that under that one roof with just 30 people, we have made around 150 crore deals. Okay, that's the kind of a number I'm talking about, real time. Okay, and these are the data what people have given. We have got videotapes of those informations as well. And these guys came on stage and talked about, just imagine 30 people can do 150 crores in less than 120 days. Imagine what will happen if you start working with this. Guys, if you are looking at really serious business and you are not looking at some kind of a window shopping and hack, and someone is giving you some tidbits and all these things, don't even think of looking at Fest. No, don't even think of joining in also. Don't even think of sniffing also. And if you're getting something out of this dumb mastery and all these things, we have kept it. This is not even 0.001%. Yes or no, guys? Just give me a high five. It's not even 0.001%. Dumb mastery is not Fest. Dumb mastery is a place where 30 minutes we do some little bit of a get together, power up, and many other things. It's a part of a ritual. And also telling you, there is a Hindi proverb, "Hathi ke daant dikhane ke liye alag aur chabane ke liye alag." Dumb mastery is something just to show you, just one small part. But chabane ke liye alag daant. So this is something that keeps things rolling out. People come here, join, and do some idea mastery and all these things. But what we are learning right now in Fest is very updated, very prompt. The delay time is hardly like only 72 hours to max 48 hours. That's the current update of all the the techniques, the tools, and all this going to be talked about. Again, how long this will work? So there are two principles we would like to share you. There is something called as the core principle, and there is something called as the flow principle. Okay, so the core principle remains the foundation. It's the example like riding a bicycle. Once you learn balancing, you can ride any kind of a two-wheeler. Yes or no? So in the lead generation process also, there is a core balance. I think in the last session we did called as Maya Manthan, which is probably the BAP of all kind of advertising, media system process and all those things, including radio, TV, online, offline, paper, copy, any kind of things. I think Maya Manthan goes beyond the dimension of a present day, ultra modern so-called MBAs of whoever was it, because these are Vedic systems and processes. This week, what we are trying to do is something which probably will have the core principles of Maya Manthan also, but the flow stage is something where we use the current hacks and systems and processes. Again, I do not know how long this will work. For example, Orkut. When Orkut came in, we completely designed an entire structure for Orkut, which did not work after some time. Then we used, when TikTok was there, we used TikTok, and we definitely made a lot of people to scale up their business. Then TikTok was banned. I was able to see this is not in my hand. So what we are using is something which is currently available. You can use. Might not be that this is going to be there. That's why this is every month we change this system and process out there. That's why every session of Fest is different. Every session. Can you imagine? I do not know about other people. They are teaching you the same thing. Okay, A plus B is C. But here, A becomes alpha, B becomes beta, C becomes gamma, or something else, and it keeps on changing out. This session, which is happening today night at 8 o'clock, this is going to be a rock solid foundation for those people who are very new to AI, very new to ChatGPT. I'm not going to give you any kind of ChatGPT gyan. I'm going to give you straight away what to copy, what to paste, how to get an answer. Pure. No gyan on how to create and all these things. Fair? I'm going to give you something which works today. I'm also going to give you certain things of how to approach people. How do you generate combination of systems and processes out there? Okay, if you hate cold calling, then there are certain opportunities that you can do by which you can connect with people, anyone and everyone in the world. So what are those dynamics? How do you find out people? How do you create buyer's persona? And not only that, these are like small parts, very, very small parts. But how do you bring in a 200 crore guy to talk to you on a phone call? Sounds good. So how do you find this guy? What you can talk about him? How do you connect with them? These are certain hacks that I'm going to talk to you. This has taken many years for me to master this out, and I've been using it into the media frames, media companies. Even yesterday also, we were talking to some company called as Ginger Media and many other people from there. We have a recorded calls also where we spoke about the new stuff. So it is not about the tools, it is what you do with the tools. Till 2000, probably some of you guys might have seen, till 2000 millennial, SMS was a big marketing tool. Yes or no? SMS. Now after that, whenever you see an SMS, you're like, SMS se kya hota hai? So today evening, I'm going to share you that it is not the tool, it is what you do with the tool. With SMS also, how can you reach a high ticket client? Powerful? Normal SMS. So how do you use the power of communications? What are the things are there? So I'm going to use some of the principles of one of my mentors. His name is Dan Kennedy. If you do not know about him, please check it out. There are a lot of things. I think he is one of the Bap of marketing in the present world. All whatever you think of, click funnel, this funnel, that funnel, this all came out of him only, right? So today, whatever you're looking at, the big guys and the black books and the hacks and the copy part of LinkedIn and ChatGPT prompting and all these things, this starts with an idea, this conceptualization structures, and that's what is all about today's session in the evening. So when you walk out of today's session, these are the couple of things going to happen. Number one, you will go out with a lot of passive smile. Chalo, bach gaya. Okay, that is the first thing going to happen tonight. Number two, you will feel blessed, enchanted, and your adrenaline will little bit go slow. Now you know that you have got something by which tomorrow morning is not going to be the same morning like many other lakhs and crore of people in and around the world. How bad is that? Okay. Another last thing which is going to happen is some people. How many of you guys have seen when some young guys go to a gym, and after they go to the gym for the first 1 or 2 days, they don't walk in a normal way. They walk like this. Yes or no? So you guys are gonna be walking tall tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning for some of you guys is going to be the version 2 kick-starting there. So don't lose this opportunity out there. You cannot learn swimming inside a classroom, buddy. You need to get into the water. If someone is teaching you swimming inside the classroom, oh, you can save your life. I'm sorry. That is not the ideal thing of a guru. The guru is actually going to push you hard. Maybe he can jump inside. He will also show you how to swim, but he's going to push you hard, but he will not let you die. Good? So come out of those crash courses which are teaching you how to swim in a classroom. I'm talking about a real ocean, a blue ocean. I'll see you live in the evening at 8 o'clock sharp. Bye-bye. Take care. See you.